The show.
Hey, welcome to another edition of the show with Ryan and Pat. We're here in studio once again, and we're into a new year.
Yes, Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year. We're 20 days into the new year.
We're a little late, but you get the point.
Yeah, I just remember 20th. This is my cousin's birthday, so happy birthday, Jennifer, if you're listening to this. Which
Oh, well,
she
that's
has
cool.
us on our MySpace, which she supports us, so happy birthday.
That's right. And, and last week, as a matter of fact, we talked about just kind of the old, 2006 and coming into the new town.
Good times, sucky times.
Good times and bad times. That sounds like a country song, doesn't it? I will never do that again. I'm sorry.
I'll slap you.
Okay. Anyway, we talked about the bad with the 6, and my producer almost gave me a note over there. So, anyway, the bad 06 and how we felt, or we believe that 07 is going to be a good one.
Yep. And then we introduced our new director, producer, mom/boss, which is /intern/outturn. Why do they call it intern, not outturn?
I don't know.
When you graduate and you go into becoming an intern, you become an outturn?
When you graduate, you become an outturn.
So when you get paid, you're an outturn.
Right. No, when you get paid, you're a turn.
Okay.
So anyway, Heather, welcome aboard again. And she just gave me the sign again. Okay.
That's awesome.
Anyway, I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions. If you want to. We can do that. Everybody knows what a New Year resolution is. You know what a resolution is?
No.
It's just you want to change something in your life, or you want to change and do something different, a commitment. But have you ever heard of anybody keeping their New Year's resolution?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I haven't, because I'm one of the ones that don't keep their New Year's resolutions. Anyway, and I do have a list here of, that was a nice pause.
I was just looking on our...
I was going through my papers, so...
I was looking on our notes, and on there it says he, and when I saw that you paused, I almost started laughing.
Anyway, but I do have a... Heather's giving us signs over
Brian's commentaries would be much more entertaining there.
You're not supposed to read that part.
Ha 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 ha.
Anyway, I have a list of the top 10 New Year's resolutions. Okay? And this first one I thought was kind of, can I say stupid? Well, I just did, didn't I? Anyway, I thought it was kind of stupid because the first one is spend more time with your family and friends. First of all, Brian, if you have to make a resolution to do that, don't you think you have problems?
Yeah. Well, 50% of Americans evidently do.
Exactly. So, but you shouldn't have to make that should be like a choice.
Yeah.
And there's a couple others on here that I think should be a choice and not I'm committing myself to do this, Anyway, but it is a good resolution. It's a good resolution because, believe it or not, I'm not calling it a New Year's resolution, but I have decided that I want to spend more time with my girls.
I just figured out why you can't keep your New Year resolutions.
Why?
Because of your new nickname.
Brian.
Here's the thing. Pat's new nickname here in the studio is Fish, because fish especially goldfish, have like a 1-second memory. And if any of you have seen Finding Nemo, Dory, she's a prime example of that. So Pat has a 1-second memory where he will literally call me or talk to me and go, hey, I was just wondering about, dude, we just talked about just a while ago. And you're gonna.
Oh, and I've got one too, buddy.
So mine's a superhero name.
No, it's not.
But
would you like to? Yes, they would. I can hear him out there saying, "Tell us Brian's." Well, if you have not met Brian or have seen Brian,
so that's why you can't remember New Year's resolutions, because you have a mind of a fish.
Brian is very, very particular about his hair. Don't mess with his hair. Don't touch his hair. And right now in the studio, it looks like he's got a shark head. So we call him Hairdo.
I'm sorry. That was part of the notes where I'm supposed to go.
We got to get back on track. We're running out of time. Okay. Spend more time with your family.
If you remember to, Pat.
Exactly. Who are they? Anyway, the second number one resolution. That was pretty good, wasn't it? The second top resolution was fit and fitness. That is
You almost confused yourself,
Yes, I
didn't
did.
you?
But anyway, basically that's self-explanatory. The resolution is, now I'm going to pick on my wife for a second. Her resolution, she wants to go to the gym at least 2 or 3 times a day. She hasn't done it yet. But if you're listening, Sandra, I support you. But anyway.
Why'd you just roll your eyes?
Shh, you're not supposed to tell that. That's inside studio talk, okay? Anyway, so of course everybody wants to talk about...
I wish y'all could see Heather over here. It's awesome.
But anyway, getting fit in fitness is, the treadmill. Everybody does it, but nobody ever sticks to it because that is hard work, and we're getting the sign
Well, it takes
to hurry up.
what? It takes 21 days to form a habit, 2 weeks to lose it.
Right. So
So
the third one is tame the bulge. Everybody wants to go on a diet. Shut up, Brian. Everybody wants to go on a diet, but over 66% of adult Americans are considered overweight and obese, and I do, Brian, fall into that category.
I didn't say nothing.
I know, but you were
Charmin.
thinking it. You were thinking it. The fourth one is, which you hear this all the time, quit smoking. I hear that all the time. I've got
Because you need to quit smoking?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
I have a couple of coworkers that their resolution was quit smoking, and I saw them the other day smoking. So apparently 20 days into the year,
One more day and they could have made it.
one more day and they could
Maybe they want to make the habit.
right, but actually it was last Thursday, so that would have been 18 days, and so they didn't make it. In other words, yes, I see you, Heather. Okay, the fifth one is
Even if you tried, you're not supposed to. I mean, if you get on any of these, if you're trying and you mess up, don't give up.
yes,
That's just the big
that's
thing.
right.
I probably should have said that after your 10 list, but
Because I've never smoked, and I don't know if you have, but
no.
it just seems like it'd be a simple choice just to say I quit.
Yeah.
But hey, who knows? The fifth one is enjoy life more. The only thing I can think of is we have hectic lives, busy lives, and the only way you can enjoy life is to stop and, do you remember the old saying, stop and smell the roses?
Yeah.
Stop and take a look around,
Well, it's like I heard a couple of weeks ago a pastor say that if we can live every day as a new day, as a first day of what we did, especially with our jobs or schools or whatever, then we'll be able to enjoy it that much more.
That's
And it'll
right.
be less stressful.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Okay, the sixth one, quit drinking. I've heard that one, because when I was in college.
Now, I love this one.
Why?
Quit drinking. They say this resolution as they're drinking the champagne when the ball drops. I'm going to quit this year.
Or they wake up the next day with a hangover.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm gonna quit. Yeah,
I'm going to quit today until tomorrow.
That's right. But you hear a lot of people do that, and then they get around the same old people, which we've talked about before. You get around the same old people, you're going to do the same old thing.
Yep.
Number 7, get out of debt. Now, Heather pointed out something I thought was pretty interesting. The get out of debt, they're talking about, getting out of debt, getting your bills down, but it doesn't mention anything about how about trying to make more money. That would be, to me, that would be a better resolution, right?
Yeah, I mean, you need money to get out of debt, so quit spending the money that you have so you can get out of debt.
Or find a better job, try to do something, make more money. That sounds better. The 8th one, learn something new. Learn something new. We do that every day.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's kind of a goofy New Year's resolution. So, because, every time you drive to work, you're learning something new. Number 9, I do like this one. Help others. Man, every day you have an opportunity to help someone, even if call it your good deed for a day. You can do it.
Help the old lady across the road.
The 10th one.
Sell some Girl Scout cookies.
Exactly. The 10th one is get organized. Man, I'm trying my best. It's not a resolution, but I am trying to do that. And
how do you do it whenever you can't remember anything, though?
That's what I'm trying to remember things, how to get organized.
What number are we on?
Number 10. Well, we're finishing up number 10.
Oh, okay.
But the last thing I want to, before we go into our break, because you're giving me the sign, it says, I want to say, why can't we have resolutions that not only help us physically, but spiritually?
True.
Instead of always looking at the physical, how come nobody always looks at the spiritual?
Let's take a break and we'll hit that and we'll dive into a little bit more when we come back. So you're listening to the show with Brian and Pat.
The show with Brian and Pat.